Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel today. So I have a few products pulled that I've already actually gotten started on a couple of things on this layout. I am using the Snow and Cocoa collection. If you're not familiar with that collection, it is by Crate Paper, and it was actually a 2016 release, and it sold out so quickly that Crate Paper and American Crafts brought it back for the 2017 winter release. So I obviously have a 6x6 paper pad, and that is where all of the pattern paper on this project comes from. I have washi tape and then a few stickers that I will be using as well. So as you can see, I've already done a little bit to get started on this layout, and I did that for a couple of reasons. First of all, this was, I don't want to say tedious, but it was a longer process cutting all these little strips of paper. These are actually just scraps that I had from a previous project. So I cut them into strips, and then I just adhered them on a piece of white cardstock and stitched them in place with my sewing machine and white thread. So I have one photo that I'm going to put on this layout, and it is a larger photo. It's a 5x7. And I mounted it on white cardstock and then again on craft colored cardstock. So now that I have this photo in place, and the story of this layout is about all of the snow that we got here last winter. So I live in Idaho, and I actually took this photo, on Christmas Day, I think it was. We came home from visiting family, and we couldn't even get inside our house. There was so much snow. So obviously the title, Let It Snow, is appropriate. And this is a chipboard piece that I have from the Snow and Cocoa collection. And I removed the sticky from the back of it so that I could add a little bit of dimension. So I'm just using a few pop dots here, and I want this title to go right at the bottom of my photo. But if you've watched my videos before, you know that I'm not a huge fan of stuff sticking to my photos. And so I put pop dots all along here, but I'm not going to remove the backing. So it looks like it is adhered to the photo, but it's not actually adhered down. So I'll make sure those are in place. And then right up here, I wanted to add a little bit more embellishment and the journaling. So I wanted to keep things kind of simple, since I'm obviously focusing, or a lot of the focus here on this layout is with these pattern paper strips, and I would like to keep it that way. I like that being kind of the focal, not really the focal point, because the photo is the focal point, but I don't want to detract from the strips. I guess maybe that's what I'm trying to say. So I have this chipboard tree. I'm just going to add a little bit more adhesive to the tree to make sure that it stays in place. And then there's this cute plaid chipboard tree that I want to layer right next to it. So I'm just going to put one pop dot here in the bottom, let's see, right corner. And then on the rest of it, I'm going to add just regular liquid adhesive. Okay, now here at the bottom right of the photo, I have this teal color, and I wanted to bring that up here above the photo as well. So I have this chipboard snowflake. This is again from the Snow and Cocoa collection. Just adding a little bit of extra liquid adhesive. If you're not familiar with crepe paper chipboard, it's really, really thick. And so you want to make sure that that stays in place. And I just remember before that snowflake is good and adhered, I wanted to slide that label sticker right there underneath. So I have some gold in a couple of places down here in the title and then in this little star here on the tree. So I want to bring that gold and repeat it in the embellishment cluster up here. And I will do that with this gold. I don't know if that's supposed to be a snowflake or I don't know. We're going to call it a snowflake. We're going to go with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat that same shape down here at the bottom with another gold snowflake. Just put that right there on top of that little tree. Okay, and then it's time to add the journaling. And this journaling I have typed out on my We Are Memory Keepers typecast typewriter. I typed it actually on the scrap of cardstock from the photo mat, actually. I put a little bit of adhesive on there and then put it on some wax paper so that I could make sure of the placement and could just make sure that all that journaling was going to fit. And I started at the bottom of my journaling and I'm going to work my way up. And I did that because starting out here, I know that I want my journaling to end here. If I started up here, my journaling would end maybe somewhere in here and I'd have kind of that awkward gap. So I just wanted to make sure I know where it wanted to end, or where I wanted it to end, and go from there. Sometimes I know just exactly where I want it to begin and I'll start there. That's another reason why I like the journaling strips, is because I can kind of gauge the placement that way. So I have these last couple of round stickers that have just got a mixture of colors from the Snow and Cocoa collection. And I'm just going to sprinkle those around both of these embellishment clusters. So of course a layout about snow would not be complete without some snowflake stickers. And of course gold glitter snowflakes make things even better, right? So I'm just going to take a few snowflakes and sprinkle them throughout the layout. So I have a few tiny word stickers. Just going to add a couple. Tiny word stickers here. I'm going to stay within this kind of teal color scheme. And we'll tuck this one right there up at the top. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to add is just a couple of strips of washi. And I'm going to add that right here and right up here. And with that, I'm going to call this one finished. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you as a new subscriber. I have a lot of really fun projects coming up this fall and winter that I think you'll love. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you again soon.